back to Good Morning Maine. We're here with Chris Packard. He's here to talk about the third annual Bangor Authors Book Fair and Literary Festival. It's a really exciting one. They had a great turnout last year. Chris, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks so much for having us. We're so excited. It's this Saturday from 10 until 3:30 right at the Bangor Public Library.
Great place.
Yeah, oh my God. It's so beautiful and has so many resources.
It was just redone.
Yeah, and we couldn't do it without them at all. It's like a world-class facility.
Right.
And, yeah.
I mean, you know what you're talking about. You're an author. You've published multiple books now. Here you have a children's book, Lumpy's Gift, and also, I mean, this is kind of okay. Lumpy is a lump of clay and is about to be taken on the adventure of a lifetime. So, is this a Maine book?
Yeah, well, anywhere where you can get your hands dirty or where you don't want to leave the house and somebody pulls you out of there and does terrible things to you, in this case, turns you into a beautiful cup that you never knew you wanted to be by folding and kneading and firing you in a kiln. And, you know, sometimes once we get out of our little holes, we can become something we never knew we wanted to be.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So I learned about you, too, a few years ago from your first book. You want to talk about that a little bit, too, briefly, because we want to talk about the event.
Sure. Yeah, Mythical Creatures of Maine is a field guide and encyclopedia to all of the creatures that have inhabited the woods, water, folklore, and stories of all the cultures who have called Maine home. And it's a lot of fun. It's by Down East Books, and it's just one of like probably 700 books that are going to be at the book fair this weekend with 100 different authors, 5 publishers, a day full of programming. And so if you're not into children's books and you're not into folklore and monsters and cryptozoology, well, there's something for everybody. Novels, fiction, nonfiction, children's books. I mean, everything. It's going to be great.
This might be great for your aspiring authors out there, too. You can go meet other people who have already done it and learn the tricks of the trade.
I created this 3 years ago to meet other authors for just that exact reason. I wanted to like see what other people were doing. And so one of the points is to bring authors together. So the 100 authors that have tables are looking to meet other people. They're readers and other writers. And so many people want to write a book. They just don't know how to get it out of there. And so, you know, you can talk to any author that's there. There's traditionally published authors, there's self-published authors, and there's publishers there as well. And we have a workshop this time on how to publish a children's book, which would be great for really anybody who wants to publish a book, because all books have some things in common, but children's books are kind of a unique thing with pictures and words telling a story, and then you have to design it so that it like just, you know, pulls the kids in.
Right, and I was commenting on that when I was looking through your book. But hey, also I talked to our friend Tim Caverly over the weekend. He was at the John Babs Craft Fair. He's the keynote speaker. I think he's published like 13 books now, and he's a Maine guide, and so he's a Mainer through and through. So it's going to be kind of a lot of authors like that too. It's Maine folks, people who we all resonate with.
Oh yeah, and Tim Caverly, I mean, he's, as they say, a character. What a storyteller. So many experiences, and just took this winding path. He didn't start out as a writer. He started out as like a park ranger and then the supervisor of the Allagash Wilderness, and he's brought all that together. And so many people have these beautiful stories to tell, and it's, you know, it's a way to have a conversation with other people and build community. And it's like an art that's like hidden. We don't think there's a person on the other side of the book, and so it's just magical to like pull back the curtain, and there's this person who's this storyteller, and you can meet all of these people and figure out, like, do I want to become that?
I remember in Stephen King's book on writing, he says writing is like telepathy, and it's anytime, any place. Even if you wrote this 40 years ago, you're telepathically communicating with your reader, and I love that.
Chris, we're about out of time. Again, when and where if people want to do this?
Okay, so it's this Saturday at the Bangor Public Library from 10 o'clock until 3:30. There's programming all day, reading, workshops, talks. It's going to be amazing, and it's free for everybody, supported by our community and our amazing sponsors.
Maybe pick up a special book for holidays or something like that.
Signed books do make great gifts.
Yes.
And something special, like it can be personalized right to people, and authors are there to sell their books.
Oh, I love it. All right, Chris, thanks so much for telling us about this.
Thanks so much for having me. This has been great.
Anytime.
Yeah.
We'll send it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.